Hello everyone, I'm Shilpa B, Assistant Professor, Department of ISC, Canara Engineering College. So, I'm going to teach you file structures, chapter 2, where we are going to study something about the fundamental file processing operations. So first thing before studying all the operations, we need to study something about the physical file and logical file. So what exactly is physical file? The file residing in the secondary storage device and managed by the operating system, we call it as physical file. So it resides on the disk and it can be managed using the operating system. So it actually, what exactly is physical file? It is the file which is physically exist on the disk, so we can call it as physical file. So it is the physical file is very much hardware and operating system dependent, because it needs to be shown in the disk, and it should be physically exist in the disk, and it should be managed by the operating system. Without operating system you cannot operate it. So it is dependent on hardware and the operating system, and the operating system exactly acts as a manager in managing these files. Okay, so what exactly is logical file then? So logical file is not physically existing, so it is a channel between the program and the physical file. So you have a physical file with you and you have your program. So how to connect this program and physical file? You can use a logical file in order to connect this program to the physical file. So programs read and write data from the logical file. So before a logical file can be used, it must be associated with the physical file. As I told, you need to connect it to the physical file. Then this act of connection, we can call it as the operating the file. So exactly, if you see, the data in the physical file is persistent and the data in the logical file is temporary. So when you go for another operation, then the data in the logical file will be overwritten. So a logical file, it is identified by a program variable or constant. Okay, so let us go for the operations. First one is opening the file. So there are two things we are going to consider here. One is open an existing file and create a new file. There are two operations. One is opening an existing file, and one more is create a new file and open it. So for both operation we use open itself as the function. In C++ we have open function. So here you can see the syntax of open function. Fd is equal to opening the bracket, file name, flag, and p mode. So what exactly all these things are? So open is nothing but the function whichever you are going to call for opening an existing file or either to create the new file. So what exactly is fd? So fd is nothing but a file descriptor. It is used to refer to the file within the program. So within the program, whatever file you have, in order to refer that, you have the file descriptor. It is an integer. So if you have an error to open the file, it will show you a negative value. Otherwise it will be a positive value. So that is fd. Next, what is open? Open is nothing but the function name. What is file name? File name, it is a character string that contains the physical file name. So as I told, in order to execute your program or in order to connect it to the logical file, you have a physical file name with you, and that physical file name will be connected to your program, right? So for that you need a physical file name in your open function. So it is a character string which contains the physical file name, that is nothing but file name. What is flag? Flag is nothing but it is an argument that controls the operations of open function. So there are some flags which you have here. One is RDONLY, that is read only. This flag will open the file for read only. Next, O write only. This will be opening the file for write only. Then RDWR, that is nothing but read write. This is opening the file for read or write. Then O create, it is creating the file if it does not exist. So if you want to create a new file, you are going to take this particular flag. Then O append. Append is nothing but for the end of the file if you want to add something, then you are going to use the append flag. Then you have trunc, trunc, that is nothing but if you have some file contents and if you want to delete any prior file contents, then you can go for this particular flag. Next, we are done with flags. Then what is p mode? So P mode is nothing but a protection mode. So if you are going to create a new file, then OCreate is specified. So if OCreate is specified, then you need to give the permissions also, right? So P mode is nothing but it is going to give you the permissions. So there are three. P mode is nothing but a 3-digit octal number where you have 751, 7 will be represented as 111, we know that, and 5 will be represented as 101, and 1 is represented as 001, right? So here if you see 111, you can see read, write and execution. The first bit is read permission, second bit is write permission, and third bit is execute permission. Okay, so if you are an owner, then you need to represent it as 111. If you are a group, then you need to represent it as 101, and for the others it is 001. That is, for the owner, all the three permissions are granted. That is read, write and execution. Both, all the three permissions are granted. For the group, only read and execution will be permitted. Write option is or modify option is not there. For the world, only execution is possible, not any other options are given. So that is nothing but the P mode. Uh, that is we will see an example for this. FD open, fname, O read write or O create 0751. So here if you can see, FD is the file descriptor, then you have open function where fname is the file name you have, and then you have the flags as O read write, that is either for this function it will open an existing file for either reading or writing, or it can create. O create is also used. So if there is no file is there, then you can create a new file and you can do this read write operation. And permission mode, P mode is given as 0751. So this is the example for that. How do we do it in C++? We have two stream classes here, iostream and fstream.h. So both are used to help for this particular option, opening the file. So you can see fstream file is nothing but fstream is a class where stream class where it is going to take file as its object, and then file dot open myfile.txt ios out. Ios out is for writing purpose. So myfile.txt is the physical file name whichever you are going to give. So here in C++ this is the syntax. You are going to declare it using the class stream class, and then you are going to open it by giving the physical file name and the mode. Okay, let us see what are the different mode bits for opening the functions. One is ios in, where it is for input, that is reading the file open for reading purpose, that is ios in. Ios out is for output purpose, that is file open for writing. Then ios binary, it is the binary operation where operations are performed in binary mode rather than the text. Okay, then ios app, that is nothing but append mode, where all the outputs operations happened at the end of the file, appending it to its existing contents will not be overwritten, that is append. If you are using out mode, existing contents will be erased and new data will be entered. But if you are using append mode, existing contents will be there and you are going to append a new record into the and to the end of the existing content. Then trunk, it is for the truncate, delete. As I told before, any content that existed in the file before it is open are discarded if you are using iOS trunk. Next operation is closing the file. So whenever you are opening the file, then it should be closed. Close FD is the syntax for closing the file. Close the file descriptor. That's it. So closing a file is like hanging up a phone. That means when you are talking in phone, and after talking you are going to keep the phone, placing the phone so that you can use that phone for another call, right? So when you are closing a file, the logical file name or file descriptor is available for use with another file, same as the cutting the call. Okay, so files are usually closed automatically by the operating system when programs terminate. Normally automatically they will be closed, but usually, the execution of a close statement within a program is needed only to protect it against data loss and to free up the logical file names for reuse. So, in C++, we are going to use it as file.close. Okay, so this is